Okay, so for these first two steps, the first step is called the daisy, and the second step is called the cross. These steps are not going to use the algorithms. There's not really a trick to them. So what's a daisy? A daisy has a yellow center and white petals. So that's what we're going to make. So on our side, let's try to make this where it's not already done. So on our side that has a yellow middle, that's going to be the yellow center of our daisy. So we want these 4 petals to be white. For this step, we are not concerned with what's in the corners. We don't care. We just want a yellow center and we want white petals. Now, there's not really a trick. You're just going to have to experiment and figure out how to get your whites in those positions. The more you do it, the easier it will be. You can work with the yellow facing you. You can work with the yellow up. For this step, it doesn't really matter how you hold it, except for that you want the yellow to be in the center. So for me, here's a white petal. So this one's easy. I just need to move that up, and now I have one of my white petals. There's a white, I'm going to come back to, oh, here's one. So for this one, I'm going to turn it like this. I'm going to move it like that. And I have that petal. So again, it'd be confusing because the white sides can be anywhere. I can't tell you exactly what to move to get your white petals there. You're just going to have to experiment. Here's a white that I want to be here. So if I turn this here, then I can rotate that up and there's a petal. And so for the last one is here. So I'm going to turn it this way twice. And then now I just need to rotate that up into position. So this is your daisy, a yellow center, 4 white corners, and 4 white edges, and we don't care what are in the corners. That's step number 1. Okay, for step number 2, it's called the cross. We're going to turn our daisy up to the top. Now we're going to look at a petal. On this petal, it's a white blue. So we want these blues to match for our cross. So we're going to take the bottom 2 and we're going to rotate them until the blues match. Now we have a top and a middle that are blue. Now this face that's facing towards us, we're going to turn it twice so that it turns it exactly upside down, and now it's middle and bottom are blue. Okay? So next we're going to turn to this side. It doesn't matter, you can do either side next. So here's a petal from our daisy and we have orange. So we're going to turn the bottom 2 until we find our orange. And then we're going to turn this front face 2 times, either way, clockwise, counterclockwise, it doesn't matter. We're just trying to turn it exactly upside down. Now the 2 oranges are on the bottom, as well as our petal is on the bottom, okay? What's next? We've got 2 petals left. So this petal is white to green. So we're going to turn the bottom 2 together until we get to green. And then this front face, we are going to turn it, rotate it 2 times until our green is on the bottom. There's our petal and our green. Okay? Last petal here is red. Petal to red. So we're going to turn it. And then we're going to turn this 2 times so that it's on the bottom. Now, sometimes when you're doing that, your 2 might already be matched. Perfect. All you have to do is then rotate it to turn it upside down. So now what we have is we have our petals on the bottom with this white cross. And when we trace our cross around, the bottom 2 match on each side. Orange, that's our cross. That's step number 2.